Dr. Sears, and I'm here to welcome you to Living Hope's 2-year anniversary for our residential treatment center. We offer all kinds of different levels of care, from outpatient to intensive outpatient to partial hospitalization to residential, and then I medically stabilize people in the hospital, the local hospital here when necessary. And today we're going to do a little walkthrough tour of our residential treatment center. So if you have not been able to come and see it in person, then we're going to show it to you. So we'll just go ahead and walk in and show you around. So our residential treatment center is located in Norman, Oklahoma, and it's on 15 acres. It's pretty secluded, which is really nice for our patients. I feel like it's a really nice healing environment. It's a little bit in the country, but still in Norman city limits. So what's nice too is that we oftentimes see all kinds of wildlife. Like earlier we saw cranes, and we have turtles and fish in our little pond, and there's like wild turkey and deer. So it's really kind of nice to kind of be able to have our patients be involved with nature while they're out here too, which we think is really healing and helpful. So we're gonna walk inside now. So this is the entryway. Whenever people come in, and then straight ahead, you see our group room. So this is where all the groups are held. So patients spend quite a lot of time here. And you know, whenever I was thinking about opening a residential and what I was hoping for, I was hoping that we would have something that felt really homey and kind of a comfortable living environment where the patients could really, you know, be comfortable and heal. So I feel like we've accomplished that. We're a pretty small center. We only have 10 beds, but I like that because it allows us to have a lot of personal, intimate relationships between us and our patients. And we are able to make a lot of accommodations for our patients. So when people have special needs and things like that, we're pretty easily able to accommodate those because of the fact that we're so small. So I am going to kind of walk you into a couple of the bedrooms and show you those areas, and then we'll go into the kitchen. So if you walk this way with me, you will walk in here. So this is room 3. We have 5 rooms. Of those rooms, most of the patients have one roommate. We have one single room when needed. We have that, so if that's a necessity for someone, we can accommodate that. We have one really large bedroom that we'll show you in a little bit that's just really beautiful, that has 3 beds, but it's a massive bedroom. And so we have 5 beds and 5 rooms and 10 beds in total. So this is room 3. And then if we walk down the hallway, we'll go back out here and we'll go to the kitchen area. So this is our kitchen and dining area. We have a chef that prepares all of the food from scratch every day. Really like delicious things. Right now you're not here so you can't smell it, but she has a roast going in the oven. It smells amazing. She made apple crumble pie, I think, yesterday, and she was making chicken pot pies the other day, and really cool stuff. So this is actually her. This is Susie. She's our chef. Hello. You want to tell them kind of what your favorite things are to make?
Oh, goodness. Things that generally go over really well are actually kind of things that are actually pretty simple to make. They tend to really like my homemade spaghetti. Here's was absolutely one of my favorite things to make. We like to bake and give them some sweets for their snacks, and I don't know, they eat almost just anything that I do prepare, so they seem to like it a lot better than before, I guess.
Yeah. So that's good. So this is our kitchen, and then we have a really nice large dining table that the patients will eat at. So we have the patients eat all meals and snacks at the table with staff support. So we'll have nurses and techs and therapists and dietitians that will sit and eat with the patients. So there's a lot of good support to help them be able to complete their meals. If somebody isn't quite able to complete a meal, then we let them do something called like a boost equivalent. And so whatever they're not quite able to eat, we'll offer them in boost form, so that they'll be able to get in their caloric needs at least if they can't eat all of the food by mouth. We also allow the patients to have 3 dislikes, so they're able to say that they don't like, peas, or they don't like sour cream or things like that. We don't let them have full food groups that they don't like, unless they come in as vegan or vegetarian, and then we try to make accommodations for that, and then try to delve into the ideas with that to see if that's a disordered thing or if that's something else, if that's just really a preference for them. And then if it's a disordered thing, then we try over time to get them to kind of incorporate those foods back, because that would be part of their disorder that we're trying to help them improve upon. So we're going to walk into room 5, which is the bedroom I was telling you about a minute ago. So this is room 5, and this is the room that I was telling you about that has 3 really good size beds in here. And there's, as you can see, like plenty of room. And this is really my favorite room in the house, and there's just really beautiful views. You can see the property and all the trees. This used to be a pecan farm. Originally, that's what this was. So we have lots of good pecan trees like everywhere, so it's really a really pretty area. So that's this room, and then we will walk outside really quick and look at the backyard area. So this is our backyard area, and you can kind of see if you walk this way, we kind of have like a little kind of pond, and there was a fish, so you can kind of see the nature that we have out here. It's really very pretty. We have a fire pit down there, so the patients will make s'mores and things like that. Over that way we have a pool. So sometimes the patients can do exposure therapy with their therapist with water and getting into swimsuits, which can be very challenging for patients. So that's everything up here. We can walk downstairs and see the nurse's station and the therapy rooms if you want, and then we'll end the tour. Here is our nurse's station. It's also where we have our therapy rooms and exam rooms, which are these 2 rooms here. And then we have laundry for the patients. We came downstairs, but this is a wheelchair accessible facility, so anybody who has needs like that can be accommodated. So we have, like, there's other ways to get into this place, but we just came downstairs because that is what was easiest. So again, we offer services from outpatient all the way to residential under Living Hope's umbrella, and this is our residential facility. We have another facility across town where we offer outpatient, intensive outpatient, and partial hospitalization programs. We have 3 full-time dietitians, and we have 3.5 full-time therapists, and we have myself and a psychiatrist that help to see the patients too. And so yes, we we love to help anybody who could benefit from our services. And if anybody has questions or would like a tour in person, then all you need to do is message us on Facebook, or you could email us at anelson@livinghopeok.com. And that's A, N as in Nancy, E, L as in Larry, S as in Sam, O, N as in Nancy. So we hope that you have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll see you hopefully soon.